Welcome back to another edition of the Dirty and Driven podcast. You're listening to us live and recorded on Christmas Day 2K23. My name is James Deviney. I am your host on this fine Christmas edition of the Dirty and Driven podcast. This is the show where we bring people to the blue-collar world, teach them how to kick ass. Our goal is to gain, train, and retain solid people in the blue-collar construction industry. I'm joined today by the always ready, the man who's killed a man with one thumb. A man who's been training and lifting and growing stronger daily. He's probably met your wife and he's probably stolen her from you too. The killer, KCD.
How are you? That's a hell of an intro there, man.
Yeah, I'm working on them. I was trying to go for that WWE intro, but I kind of fell flat a little bit.
Yeah, but the stolen your wife and shit like that was a little... Yeah. Have you ever stole somebody's wife? No comment. Oh, wait. Have you ever stole somebody's wife?
No.
Damn.
No, I have my shirt that I wear a lot that whenever I'm playing in my band. This is I Heart Hot Moms, but that's just for show.
But that's different than wives, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, to an extent.
Did you wear your tidy whities when you played the other day?
Yeah, I did. I did wear my tidy whities.
You don't want to have an accident in those things where you don't wipe very good and get back on stage.
No, well, so I was wearing those pants, and after we got done, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm just looking for something to eat, man. Like I'm driving around, like what's open. I really wanted some trash ass pizza, man. Just like some good fucking Hunt Brothers gas station pizza. That's what I was feeling, man. After a show like that. Well, nowhere's open that has that, so I settled for some gas station sushi from the Jiffy Trip.
Oh, and it's fresh at 2 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not like they're back there fucking cutting up fish, making fresh sushi.
Yeah, I don't think it was fresh caught crab rolls at 2 a.m. at the Jiffy Trip in Oklahoma. But anyways, what I was getting at is I did spill some soy sauce on those pants.
No, did you play at the Hub?
Yeah.
Dude, you had Taco Bell right across the street, man.
Yeah, but I wasn't feeling Taco Bell.
Dude, that's the 2 a.m. snack.
I wasn't drunk. I hadn't been drinking. So, I mean, I can't tell you the last time I had Taco Bell sober.
Oh, dude, I eat it all the time. But that's the difference between you and me. You'll never experience like the good, just Americana, just any type of fucking food. You'll never... Because you're so far fruity over here that you want to experience that shit like I do.
Dude, if you think I haven't thrown down, and whenever I was an O-lineman in high school, that was like my thing is like after football practice, I would go to Taco Bell and I'd get their 12-pack variety of tacos and I would just mess up a whole 12-pack of Doritos Locos Tacos.
I don't know. Your body still has a lot of growing to do. Like people who hit growth spurts after high school. Have you ever noticed anybody who's hit a growth spurt after high school? Then you see them.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit.
One of my best friends, we were the same height in high school, pretty similar weight. And then I saw him, he went to the Army and he went to like Afghanistan and he comes back like, it'd probably been 2 years since we'd actually seen each other. We'd talked here and there. And then I see him. Shit, it might have been like 3 years. I mean, it was a while, man. He walks in my house like 3 years later. we're 2021, and he was like a full 4 inches taller than me, just fucking muscle unit. And I was like, dude, what happened to you? He goes, dude, I'm still growing. I was like, what? I've never seen anybody growing that long.
Yeah, I've noticed a few kids, I say kids, but guys I went to high school with it. You saw them a few years after, and it's like they hit that growth spurt. There's this guy in the UFC. I think he's currently the heavyweight champion. His name's Tom Aspinall. I looked him up the other day because he's a pretty big dude. They said in high school, or I think when he was 16 or 17, he was 5'8". And 1 year later, he was 6'5".
Damn.
It's all recorded. He grew 9 inches in 1 year. And that's vertical.
Just vertical.
Yeah. He's a bad mofo too. I mean, his dad's a big mixed martial artist and he was raised his whole life. So I guarantee you his dad was licking his chops when he's been raising his kid to be a fighter. And then his kid literally goes to 6'5".
That's wild, dude.
About 250, 260.
Wow.
He's a stud. I think he's from Australia. Down under.
Australia.
We had an Australian guest on, didn't we?
Yeah. PETA.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, she was on.
That's not the ethical treatment of animals, Peter, right?
No, not that PETA.
And hey, we treat animals ethically, the ones that deserve it. And plus, we ethically harvest animals also.
Yeah. It's always ethically.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I ethically murdered a buck a couple weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you do with it? Where's the pictures?
Have I not shown you the picture? Dude, it's a good picture. There's something about this deer that kind of made me notice him.
Did you claim self-defense before you shot it?
Yeah, it was all self-defense.
Yeah, and that's a little trick for anybody who gets in a fight or has to pull a gun on somebody.
Yeah, dude, you can see in the picture there.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. Got the old,
he was wearing sunglasses.
The old blades on it.
Yeah, he had the old Pity V's on. My dog did not help. She didn't help kill it. She just wanted to be in the picture afterwards. Acting like she's a bloodthirsty fucking savage, just a golden retriever that's just like, hey.
Well, to save your ass for legal reasons, before you shoot an animal or shoot a person, yell out, I'm in fear for my life. I'm in fear for my life. Because if you're in fear for your life, then you can justify.
Yeah. Well, so I had a long, in-depth conversation with the sheriff about that the other day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about because how Oklahoma's an open carry state.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so, I was just asking all the laws and rules of all that of open carried versus concealed carry, whether or not you should get your concealed carry license still. And, what happens if I do actually shoot somebody, even though I'm carrying and they try to rob me or they're trying to get in a fight. And there's actually, there's a lot of little rules and things you wouldn't think of. It's got to be the last resort kind of thing. Mm-hmm. He was like, if it's they slap you across the face, you can't just pull the gun out and pop a cap on them, but if they're coming at you and they've got a fucking pipe in their hand and they're about to beat your head in, yeah, you can pull it out. But if you're fist fighting and you're just getting your ass whooped, you can't really just pull a gun on them. Anyways, Merry Christmas, dude.
Well, they show even them fist fights, especially on concrete. Let's say you got bitch slapped really hard, but you got bitch slapped while you're on a concrete driveway. Bitch slap, and you fall and hit your head. That could easily kill you, right?
Yeah.
So if you get bitch slapping while you're falling, pull out that piece and say, "I'm in fear for my life."
There you go. There you go. It's kind of like a ratchet strap. You have to pull on it to be like, yep, I ain't going anywhere. You've also got to, yell, I'm in fear for my life.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't, then you're good.
Get it recorded too. That'll help you in court.
Yes. So anyways, man, it is Christmas. the day that this is dropping live. We're recording Christmas week, man. How does it feel? Like, it doesn't even feel like December. I don't know about you, but
Not here in Oklahoma.
I mean,
I talked to a guy about this the other day at work. We were talking about, now granted, weather is cyclical, as in this is the hottest fucking, this is fucking the hottest or the coldest, but it seems like every year the colder part it gets shifted further and further back. It used to be the cold months were kind of November, but for sure December and January. Then it used to be February. It kind of started warming up. Then March, dude, whenever spring break was original back in my day, spring break was seriously almost shorts, not really going to the beach swimming, but it was that warm weather. But dude, fuck, now it's like the cold months are January and February, and sometimes you even still get snow into March. So it seems like it's shifting further.
Yeah, dude, March used to be different, man. March has changed a lot. Used to be a lot better.
Yeah, plus it seemed like, which this is in Oklahoma, plus it seemed like kindergarten through 12th grade, whatever you call that shit. It seems like you would start school late August, September. It seemed like that's when you used to start school. But now it's getting further and further, it seems to me, more towards the beginning of August.
I think they do that. I mean, every school district's different, but I think they do that. But they'll give them, like, they'll start sooner, but they give them longer breaks. You know, your summer, your winter breaks, or not your summer, but like your winter and your Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff.
Are the breaks for the kids or are they for the teachers? No, it's for the kids, man.
I feel like they're both. I feel like they're both.
It's for the kids. It's for the kids. No, we can work all year long. It's for the kids.
I feel like it's for both. Actually, like, dude, you talk to like school administrators and stuff, and they're like, dude, those people, my hat's off to them. I'm not going to turn this into a depressing fucking podcast, but like, you know, the school administrators, they're like, holy shit, like, as much as I like the break, like, I wish we had school every day. Because there's so many kids that, like, their home life is just absolutely horrible, and school's like the only place they have that's like safe. But breaks, I feel like it's for everybody. I wish my job still like offered fucking 2 week, 3 week, 3 month breaks.
I had this one asshole boss that I'd be like, dude, he'd be like, what's wrong? I'd be working all day long. So, dude, I need to take a break. And he was like, he'd always be like, Casey, you got a break when you got this job.
He said, you got a break when you got this job.
Yeah, he was a dickhead.
This is your big break.
He was a dickhead. And I'll openly say it.
Dude, people like that are the reason why there's not more people coming into this industry.
Oh, he's a known asshole. He lives over in Tonkwall, by the way, if anybody knows where Tonkwall, Oklahoma is.
I'll be going there after this show.
Yeah, one time he saw my dad at it used to be Mac's Bait Shop. Dude, I got to tell you the story, dude. I don't know if I told you it or not. Oh, shit. But anyway, my dad was out at Mac's Bait Shop, which it's Tom's place now, but you go out there and you can beer, burger.
You know, it's for sale. Do you want to start a business?
We could. Dude, that's a cool little place, you know. Make millions? Meh. But it's a cool place. But anyway,
give somebody a heart attack from the best burger around?
Yeah. Anyway, he saw my dad out there, which my dad knew he was a dickhead, and they were small talking about me. And my dad asked him how I was doing, and I'm keeping your son gainfully employed. Like, he just thought he was the fucking big cock. But my funny story, dude. I'll talk to you about my buddy Clay.
Yeah.
Dude, we were drinking Mountain Dew again. I know I told you about that one time that I got jumped at the lake, but we were drinking Mountain Dew. We not drinking nothing at all. It was like on a Saturday during the summer.
Just good old wholesome fun.
Yeah, we're just out. We went below the dam just to see if anybody was catching any fish, see if anything was going on. A few guys were snagging down there. Well, when we got done, we went to Mac's Bait Shop, that's Tom's place now. Well, when we went there, Mac was in there, which Mac was this older dude, obviously, who owned it. But this is back during Polaroid pictures. And every time you catch your bounty, you'd go in and Mac would take a Polaroid picture of you with your fish or whatever you had, and he'd put it on the wall. It's just a cool collage of everybody, right? So Clay and we still remember, man, we bought our little 1 liter of Mountain Dews or whatever they were back then. And when we did, this big old Indian dude rolled in, and he had it was a stretched out Cutlass Supreme or something. It was a 4-door, just old, you know what I mean? Just kind of rust bucket.
Kid Rock and Uncle Cracker did a song about that.
Oh, did they?
T-tops down in my Cutlass Supreme.
Okay. Well, he rolls up in this thing, and Clay and I are inside, and he walks in the door, big old dude, and he was like, he goes, "Hey, Mac, I got a fish out here if you want to come out here and take a picture." And Mac's like, he goes, "Yeah, I'll be out there in a sec." So Clay and I were like, "All right, dude, we're going to go out there and check out this fish, all right?" You got to realize he pulls up in a 4-door car, and he's got a fish. More than likely, it's probably a catfish or something in a car, right?
Hell, I figure he's about to show Mac his penis.
So we go out there, and instead of him popping the trunk of his car for this fish, remember, this is summer. It's fucking hot out. He opens the back door of this 4-door car.
Oh, geez,
and dude, there's a 60-some pound flathead that he's got on the back seat of the car, which if anybody knows anything about catfish, they're slimy little bastards.
Oh, yeah.
This is about a 65-pounder that he pulls off the back seat of and it's a cloth seat too. It's not like you could power wash it off, right?
Oh, and it's not like he has towels down or
no,
trash
dude,
bags?
He just threw it in the back seat.
Oh, nasty.
And Clay and I are fucking rolling, dude. And he pulls this big ass flathead. So then he's standing there, and Mac is standing there with the Polaroid camera getting ready to take the pic. And Clay and I go behind this guy while, you know, the guy is proud of his fish, right? And we're standing in the back with we're holding our Mountain Dews up in the air, you know, kind of like trophies. And he's standing there with this big old catfish, and they took the Polaroid pic. And anyway, there's a Polaroid picture out there somewhere of that guy with the catfish.
Dude, I bet that you know, that's probably not the first time he ever did that.
Not at all.
Or the last.
Not at all.
I don't even want to know what that car smelled like.
He probably keeps all of his stink bait and his shad and everything back there too.
It makes you wonder, like, what that car smelled like the day he sold it. Or, I don't know. I bet a car like that, you drive it till the wheels fall off. It stays in your yard for 30, 40 years. And then you finally your kids or something are like, I don't know why the fuck we still have that thing. And then they scrap it.
But that goes to show, don't give up, because you can even have an old rust bucket like that and still catch you a 65-pounder.
That's true, man.
You know, you don't need any of these souped up, big, you know, jacked up 4-wheel drives.
Yeah, you don't need a $50,000 truck to go catch you a flathead like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, like I said, it is a Christmas Day here. So, Merry Christmas to the folks, to the people listening. I hope you guys are listening on this fine Christmas Day while you're driving to your in-laws' house. You're sitting here, you already gotten 3 arguments with your wife because you're just like, geez, do we really have to go, honey? Do I really have to wear these matching pajamas? Do we really have to take these? Oh, are you really going to post this on Facebook? I know how it goes. You're sitting here getting yelled at for being late, even though there's like no set time to be anywhere. So, anyways, hope you guys are having a good Christmas so far. Listening to the Dirty and Driven podcast to get your mind off it all.
Are you comfortable enough in your relationship now to where if you and your wife take a picture together, or if she takes one of you, that she can do whatever with it? Or do you want to cull through it and say, no, hey, don't post that? Or do you just trust her judgment?
Oh, I don't give a shit, dude.
That's good.
My mom is the one that I'm like, I wish I could proof some of those, because like we'll take a good picture of everybody. Like there'll be a good picture, everybody's smiling, eyes are open, great family picture, right? And then we'll take another one, but like my mom will look better in that one, but everybody else will look like absolute shit.
Yep.
And she'll post that one because she looks better.
Yep.
And then we're all like eyes are closed, or like doing the camera catches you right between like smiling and not smiling, but she looks better, so that's the one that gets posted.
Yeah, but what do you do?
What do you do? I don't really care, man. I mean, you know me. I don't really give a shit that much what people think. So odds are nobody's going to remember these pictures. I just hate it whenever people get in like the over picture mood on like Christmas Day. It's like, well, I want to get a picture of that. I want to get a picture of that. It's like, you ever going to look at these again? Because I can think of about 1 million home videos y'all made whenever I was like unwrapping presents, whenever I was like 2 years old. And I've never once seen those get busted out of the closet.
You will. Those are good memories, man.
I'm sure. But no, man. Christmas is a good time. I always enjoy it. It's a good holiday. What about you? You got any plans for Christmas?
No, I got to work.
You work on Christmas?
I'm working today.
You're working right now.
Well, I'm working today because it's Christmas.
Today's Christmas. So you work.
So I'm working tonight.
Damn. Oh, you're working Christmas night?
Yes, since you're saying today's Christmas.
Yeah.
Then yes, I'm working tonight.
Did you work last night?
Yes, I would have worked last night also.
Holy shit. Are you telling me? Holy shit, man. You're Santa Claus.
I thought you were going to say it. Maybe I'm in two places at once. If we were recording at nighttime.
No, it's like a different angle.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're doing.
You're fucking Santa Claus, dude.
That's right. Yeah.
You're the blue collar Santa Claus. You bring plumber's crack and
you
eat all the cookies. You don't want the handmade cookies. You want the fucking Jiffy Trip cookies.
Let's say that you were Santa Claus. What would be your go-to snack if you were showing up dropping off goodies for the girls and boys?
Like that I packed myself or that someone leaves out?
Well, let's say it's good food. I mean, the food, it ain't going to hurt you. It hasn't been touched by nastiness.
Well, it's Christmas, dude, you know.
But let's say, what's your... And I ain't talking about fucking carrots and celery. Nothing healthy. None of that bullshit answer.
Are you asking what my favorite Christmas food is?
I'm asking you what, if you're just nice little, quick little, nothing for energy and electrolytes and
reindeer jerky.
Deer jerky, you think?
No, reindeer jerky.
Yeah, but still deer jerky.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm a big jerky guy. I do like jerky a lot. That's one of my favorite snacks. But if I was Santa and somebody left me out a pecan caramel pie, I'd be all right with it.
What about what to drink?
Guinness.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's say you don't have to drive.
No, I just got to fly a sled, dude. But that's why you have elf co-pilots.
Mine would be chicken gizzards.
Be sure to leave your chicken gizzards and Guinness out for Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Christmas.
Man. Dude, seriously, that would be it. That'd be it.
You know the memes? It's like be sure to leave. It's like be sure to leave a tube sock out on your front porch for Kid Rock to put shotgun shells in or something like that. You know what would be ours? Be sure to leave your chicken gizzards and Guinness out for the Dirty and Driven podcast that shows up tonight.
You ever tried chicken gizzards?
Yeah, and I got violently sick.
You sure it was because of that and not something else?
Yeah, because I did it twice. Because you know how our KFC has or had a buffet?
Yeah.
I don't know if it still does, but I've gotten violently sick from that buffet more than twice.
Well, you need to go down to, let's say, Miller Market down here, the Homeland, the small Homeland now. Used to be Miller's, and probably about 9 or 10 in the morning.
Back at the Piggly Wiggly.
About 9 or 10 in the morning is whenever they drop all the gizzards, they freshly batter them and drop them. Get those freshly cooked ones. Don't be going. KFC's got them. They're okay with their seasoning, but go down there when they're fresh.
You're saying don't go to the quote unquote deli at the gas station.
It's all about freshness too, man. It's all about freshness. Because if they stay under that heat lamp too long, man, they're going to dry up and they're just going to be like a fucking
rubbery, nasty.
Yeah. Got to get them fresh.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys heard it here first. If you leave chicken gizzards and Guinness out, then Casey and I might show up to your house on Christmas.
And you don't have to batter gizzards either. Like, batter and deep fry them. You can literally buy a whole pack of gizzards and put your Head Country seasoning salt on them or whatever and put them on the grill. and eat. Just cook them through. That's all you're doing, and you can just pop them.
What is a gizzard?
It's something to help them digest.
Isn't it like is it an organ or is it?
You're asking me too much, but it's something found in poultry that helps them. I can digest gravel or rocks or some shit.
Okay.
All right, dude. You talk for a second. I'm gonna look it up.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna pause this. And we're back after a quick break. And KCD's got what a chicken gizzard is.
Or a gizzard in general. The gizzard, also referred to as the ventriculus gastric mill and gigarium, is an organ found in the digestive tract of some animals, including archosaurs, which is birds and other dinosaurs, crocodiles, alligators, fedosaurs, earthworms, some gastropods, some fish, and some crustaceans. This specialized stomach, constructed of thick material walls, is used for grinding up food, often aided by particles of stone or grit. In certain insects and mollusks, the gizzard features chitinous plates or teeth. So,
interesting. Now we know.
And knowing's half the battle.
And knowing's half the battle.
For this one right here.
Zoom it out a little.
I was just trying to show the gizzard.
One of these days we'll figure that out to just broadcast it, but not today.
Not today, man.
But yeah. Check out Casey's definition. That's our sources. Our source is Barstool Sports.
Yep. I'm the Jamie or the red band of the podcast.
Yeah. The what? What's the red man? Red band?
Red band is the OG Jamie for the Joe Rogan experience.
Oh, like before Jamie?
Fuck yeah, man. Look up Red Band.
It's been a long. I haven't listened to the
Brian
old
Red Band
stuff.
is his name.
But he was on Joe Rogan before Jamie, huh?
Yeah, he was the Jamie.
That's wild, dude. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's awesome. He now he's on Kill Tony. He's Tony Hinchcliffe's main guy for the Kill Tony show. You ever watch that?
I never have, but I want to.
Dude, you got to watch it. It's a kick-ass concept. It's the largest live podcast around the world. But what they do is they have it down at Austin at Joe's.
Yeah, and at Joe's Comedy Club.
Yeah, Comedy Club now. But what they do is every Monday night, Tony Hinchcliffe, which is a badass roaster stand-up comic, and Brian Red Band, Brian's kind of the guy that does all the, the technical stuff. Pulls up all the sounds, all this crap. What they do is they allow, it's a show, comedy show, but they allow people to put their names in a bucket, and they'll draw out their name. They'll give them a chance to go up and do a 1-minute set of comedy. These are just regular people, and some of them are already comics, but they go and give their 1 minute, hopefully tight set in front of, a big old crowd. And then there's a Kill Tony band that's behind them. It's all live, but then Tony Hinchcliffe, and he'll usually have guests on there like Ron White, Theo Vaughn, just all types of cool guests, all types of whoever's, and they'll sit there and they'll critique. And if they like them good enough, then they'll actually make them recurring guests or give them spots. But it's a good place to at least get your feet wet and see if comedy is your thing.
I want to do that so bad, dude. just I don't want to pursue a career in comedy or something, but I would love to just go do it. I think we talked about it last show, but just a 1 to 5 minute little 1 to 3 minutes. I think it'd be about perfect right now with what I got.
Yeah, well they've got open mics all over, right?
Yeah, I wish we had one that wasn't 2 hours away.
Yeah.
But that's the downside of living in small town America is there's not shit like that nearby.
But their big deal is if somebody crushes, even for a 1 minute set to crush, you got to, unless if you draw the joke out, you got to be really good. And if they're good and they like it, they'll be, hey, how much material do you have? Do you have 15 minutes of material? And they'll be like, yeah, I've probably got about 20 minutes of this. Then they'll put them on like the secret show, or they'll give them other little spots to kind of help them grow even more. And some people who've went on this show, I'm not saying we're nobodies, but they pretty much were nobodies. And now they're opening for Joe Rogan and these guys. They're taking them all over the world.
Dude, I have a great 1 to 3 minute bit I could do about, you don't even have to try. Like, I feel like good comedians, like obviously they put work into like growing and they're out, but like to just write jokes, I feel like it's not that hard, dude. Like you just look around, like life is a fucking joke, man. I love to get on Facebook community watch page and I've got a whole bit about the Facebook community watch page, a long bit that you could make it 10 minutes long and it'd still be great. But the best one, and I won't do the whole thing here. I'll wait till Valentine's Day because it's really a Valentine's Day bit. But there was this girl in the Ponca City community watch page last year on Valentine's Day who posted, does anybody, and this is before Facebook made it to where you could post anonymously in those groups.
Yeah.
And so this girl posts, is there anywhere in town that I can buy edible underwear with EBT? I want to surprise my lover for Valentine's Day.
They were definitely trolling. They were definitely trolling, dude.
Oh, dude, it was gold, man. And I don't know. Maybe they were trolling, but it was just absolute gold. But there was people that were like, hey, actually, you can blah blah. Like, here's some. Like they were. You can do it, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing is you can do it from Walmart. You can buy them on Walmart.com with EBT. And
oh, really? I'll be damned.
No kidding, man. And there was like somebody like posted that, and this girl was like, "Thank you, that's really helpful." And everybody else just roasting her. For that one, she replied. So I was like, I don't know if this is real or not. My guess is she like lost her fantasy football league, and that was her punishment. She had to post that.
Yeah, my I don't do much trolling, but one thing that my brother and I do, Alva, Oklahoma, out there west.
Oh yeah.
Well, my brother and I know it pretty well because that's where my dad was born and raised. And dude, speaking of Christmas and Thanksgivings, my grandparents lived there, when we were younger. And this is back, you talking about family reunions. This is back when we were really tight because the whole family, all aunts and uncles and cousins and everybody would go to the grandparents' house there in Alva. But we knew all about it because that's where my dad was born and raised. But we knew all the bars, all the bait shops, all the fishing holes. My dad's ranch that was out in northwest Oklahoma.
All three of them, all three bars, bait shops.
Yeah,
in fact, they were all bars and bait shops.
Pretty much, but that was about right. I mean, they had probably 2 or 3 bait shops, 3 or 4 bars. But yeah.
We knew the Alva Strip like the back of our hand, man.
What I'm saying is but plus we knew all like the regular like little hotspot names, right? From back then.
Yeah.
So what my brother and I do now, we're part of like Alva community pages, like Alva Buy, Sell, and Trade, and Alva Community Watch and all this stuff. So every now and then, my brother just did one this morning. Every now and then somebody will post a little, hey, I'm looking for work, this and that, they'll leave it open. So then my brother Rex, which he lives in Katy, Texas, he's part of that group, right? And he'll tag me. He'll say, "Hey Casey, don't you have some work?" And then I'll get on there. I say, yeah. Actually, our gunny sack repair business, gunny sacks were real big back when I was younger because my dad always had gunny sacks to haul like snapping turtles or anytime we caught fish and we were taking fish in town to clean them. We'd get the gunny sack, put it in the water, get it super wet, put all of our fish in there, then we take them in town to clean them. So gunny sacks are real big, but I'll get on there and let people know that my gunny sack repair business is going full throttle right now. We are looking to hire a few more employees. So then we'll go back and forth just with stupid shit, and we'll talk about just stupid places that were maybe open 25 years ago that might be hiring, and it's a fun goof, man.
I love doing that stuff. What I love is all the people that just take it way too seriously.
Oh yeah,
like the place has been closed for years.
Yeah, no, that's what they do, man.
Yeah.
You need to see if the Nightlight is still hiring. The Nightlight was like the Rockin' Horse that was here north of town. What's the Rockin' Horse called now?
I believe it's called Riding High, but everybody calls it the Kickin' Chicken.
So here's the deal about my brother again. My brother was a DJ for KXR back in the day. But also he would DJ for Norm at Norm's, and also when they built the ranch house, which the ranch house is where Riding High is. So whenever they did the ranch house supper club, dude, I think Garth Brooks might have came through there, but like Martina McBride, they had a bunch of like big hitters come through the ranch because it was a supper club. It was not only a bar dance hall, but it was also a supper club. So the whole place had stained glass, ornate RH for the ranch house, right? Well, when it closed down, it reopened, and we got all these RHs everywhere. We got to name it something RH, so they named it the Rocking Horse. Well, the Rocking Horse went for however many years, and when it shut down, it still had all the RHs there, so now it's Riding High.
Yeah.
Well, we got to go with fucking RH, whatever RH means.
Yeah, what's next? You know? No, man. That's kind of like the first house I lived in, I think my parents were the second or third owner of that house, and it had a stained glass deal on like facing the backyard, like going into the kitchen, and it had a D on it, which is perfect, you know?
Yeah,
Vinny.
perfect. Yeah.
So the people before us had a D, and then we sold it, and the guy after us bought it because my mom was like, I don't know what we do with that. She's like, I don't want that to like, I don't want to see that get thrown away or destroyed or just like, you know, taken to Habitat for Humanity or something like that. Like I want, like if it's not going to stay in this house, I want to take it. Well, the guy who ended up buying it, his last name started with a D. And then after that, he sold it to somebody else. So I was like, man, I really hope they have a D in their last name. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like, why is there a D there?
The D could stand for door.
But it's a window.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Turn those D's into W's. DW's adult video. That's a Texas reference.
Yeah. Right when you're crossing the border.
It's not that anymore, though.
It's not, is it?
They changed it. They just changed it, man. Last time I drove to Texas. I'm going to Texas this weekend. And
anybody knows driving into Texas especially coming from Oklahoma, I-35 going south into Texas, right once you cross the Red River, that's the first thing that Texas greets you with is a DW's adult video or whatever it is now.
Yeah, I'm going to Texas this weekend for the old in-laws Christmas, and there you go. Keep the Christmas theme somehow. But last time we went there was also actually last time I went to Texas whenever I recorded with Colton and Brandon. But I saw that it was no longer DW's. But anyways, in college there was one time that somebody's bougie mom or somebody like that was like coming from college, and they were kind of making fun of Oklahoma. You know, it's kind of that rich suburban mom vibe. You know, like that. Oh, Oklahoma. You know, we're better than you type thing, and they were like, oh yeah, like literally the first thing you see when you cross in Oklahoma is a casino. Like making fun. It's like the first thing you see when you enter into Texas is a rundown sex shop.
Yeah, it's almost like who can out degenerate themselves better.
Yeah, I mean, at least the casino, like, it is well kept. But DW's adult video, whatever it's called now, is also well kept.
It's the world's largest casino.
It is.
At least they claim that it is.
It is in square foot of gaming, because I deep dove on that one day.
Did you?
Yeah, because I mean, you look at some of the Vegas casinos, like the hotel and casinos, and you're like, there's no way this is bigger than that. But but the actual casino gaming area, there's more square footage of gaming areas. How they, I don't think the hotel part's as big as like the MGM Grand or something like that. I
can see. Yeah, they get it on a technicality.
Yeah, well, it's the biggest casino area, not the biggest building that has a casino in it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's where I saw Steven Tyler. Yeah. But yeah, man. So you got any? I mean, you're working, but like, are you doing anything good for Christmas?
I'm spending quality time with the family. Actually, we just got our granddaughters up here yesterday, so we're in full grandparents mode now.
They're gonna be here all week.
Oh yeah, all week with this nice 50-degree weather.
Do you like that? Like, is that good for you?
Yeah, dude. No, it's awesome, man. I mean, wait till you have kids and one of these days grandkids. It's awesome. I mean, really, I'm not just saying this for whatever. It's cool, especially when you hopefully slow down just for a bit to. Sometimes I have to
pump the brakes a little.
Pump the brakes and realize, dude, these are memory making moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seriously. Instead of fuck, I got to go record a podcast. I got to go there. Well, no, I had a schedule here. You know, no, man, you just shit.
Dude, that's what I've been doing these last few weeks. I'm actually glad you brought that up, because that's kind of what I wanted to talk about with this Christmas stuff too. Is like, especially, dude, the end of the year is a busy freaking time. I mean, there's holiday stuff. You're trying to see family. You're trying to prepare for the holidays. Maybe you're traveling. Like a lot of construction people, that's when they go on vacation. So they're trying to, get everything done before that Christmas to New Year's week. But man, I'll tell you what, these last couple of weeks, I've been busier than I have all year long. And I hate the word busy, but I mean, I've literally 4:30 a.m. till 9:30 p.m. I'm going. I mean, nonstop. And it's exhausting, but like finally, like here recently, these last, like I've been taking some time specifically, especially on the weekends, to just like cancel meetings, cancel stuff, put things on the back burner, and just like hang out with my wife or my parents or my brother. Like I've really been prioritizing a lot of time with my brother because I realized like I've been kind of not intentionally neglecting him, but it's just like I've been going. I haven't, hardly seen him in the last few months, even though we live 2 miles from each other, And so like I had this conversation last night. I went to this big Christmas gala ball party thing, whatever you want to call it. And, there's a lot of dudes there. Well, like, my wife wanted to dance, right? So, I mean, you know me, I'm not one to pass up a party, but I don't always like to just go throw down on a dance floor. I like to.
Was it dance with you or dance by herself?
She wanted to go dance with me. Like she wanted to dance, but she's not going to go just dance by herself. You know what I mean?
Was it a slow dance type of deal, or was it just to get out there and
it was fucking like
have fun?
Diggy, 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 can't you see? You know what I mean? But she wanted to do that. Well, like there was another guy that I was talking to. I know him pretty well, and he's a real successful guy. And he's like, hey, man, I was like, I better go dance with my wife. And he's like, man, I already got my wife trained up. She already knows I ain't going to dance or anything like that. And, he's like, real gangsters don't dance. You remember that. All right, James? And I was like, at first, and that's always kind of the mentality I've had is like, man, I'm above this type thing. Like not in a stingy way, but just like I'd rather stand out, like, be the guy. Like basically I don't want to get up in the morning and feel like shit and like, be hungover and all that. And I'm not going to be that guy. And, I take it easy. I don't make a fool of myself out in public because, got a reputation to uphold. I also don't give a fuck what people think about me, but I'm also not going to act like a fucking idiot.
Nice hedge.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you saw me Saturday or Friday night fucking ripping on the bass, like I'll look like a fool, but like I'm not going to be like making a fool of myself. You know what I mean? I'll have fun. But, and I thought about that for a minute and I went out there and danced with my wife and like that dude's wife was like dancing by herself and she even told us she's like, I fucking hate that he doesn't do that. And it was like, it's like, man, I get that some people just like want to, kind of be that hard ass look, all that. But I was like I don't drink a lot at those events and I have a lot of fun. And it's times like that I'm going to remember like, yeah, that like, my wife and I had a lot of fun together and I want people to look at us and be like, man, they have a lot of fun together. And I could have just stood on the side talking to all these guys that I do business with and like just talked about fucking business that we talk about all day, all week long anyways. Or I can go enjoy that time with my wife. And that's what matters, and that's the hard thing for me to do sometimes, just pump the brakes and just like enjoy that time with the people who really matter at the end of the day.
I'm glad you got out there and did that with her.
Yeah.
Because trust me, although it's a small little gesture, she'll remember that.
Yeah.
And plus if I was a female, if I was your wife, like, hell yeah, man. Look at my husband. All these other fucking wallflower husbands are standing up there against the wall. This is what I'm talking about right here, Yeah. Should be super proud, man. That's cool.
Yeah. But it's just stuff like that. Like this evening, I had a meeting that I was going to do with somebody. And I just kind of, the other day, I was like, hey, let's not. I was like, it wasn't even really a meeting like that I needed to be at. So I was just kind of like, you know what, guys, if I need to be there, I will, but I'd really just prefer to not be there. Like I've got a lot of goals that I'm working on right now that I'm going hard. So that way at the beginning of the year, more so for tax reasons than, like New Year's resolution. But I've got some big projects that we're working on professionally and I want to hit the ground running on them. So we're getting everything set. So that way once, kind of after the Christmas, New Year's week where, contractors are off and stuff like that, we can just boom right into it, heavy, full throttle. And I'm getting a lot of groundwork on that, been super busy. So just clearing time off to just spend with my family has been really awesome. So I'm glad you brought that up of like remembering that because it's hard to do this time of year, man. You just get so caught up in the race.
Well, we talked previously about I can't say no to any opportunity. Yeah. But then every now and then saying no, it might be difficult at first, but then, dude, it's kind of a relief at times too, because then you feel a little less weight on you. Mm-hmm. And I know I've seen it, and I know there's probably a bunch of others, but that Cody Sanchez gal.
Dude, she's cool.
Yeah, I mean, she's the shit. But she had posted something the other day about she's posted it before about, and I'm going to butcher it here, but list some. I'm just making up a deal. List 5 things that you do daily, or write down what you're going to do. Then prioritize those. Which ones are going to benefit me? Which ones are going to make me money? Whatever. And then put the focus into those, and these other ones you can just discard or take care of those later. But focus on the ones that are going to better you, your life, your family altogether.
Yeah.
And that kind of sounds like what you're doing.
Yeah. And I don't put my family first a lot of times. I mean, everybody talks about work-life balance and put your family first. Dude, to do the things that I plan on doing, that I will do, work and life is intertwined. And for me, I like that, man. My work-life balance is like, yeah, I have a job for somebody else that's an important job that, services a lot of people. But, also I like to work on my own stuff on the side that makes me money. I like working on this. Like, work-life balance is tough, man. And I don't always put my family first, especially during the weekdays. No. I mean, I don't put my family first, and even though I should. I mean, I do at times. Like, my little brother had a orchestra concert the other day. Dude, that you could not have, hell or high water, I was going to be there, right? Like, stuff like that. But as far as just like, sitting around watching TV at the end of the day on the couch, like, fuck no, dude, I'm not putting that before other shit. But like, there is times where you just got to clear it off. And I'm learning this more and more, that I've got to, for my own mental health too. I mean, if you just go, you burn out, so just to clear off, even if it's 2 hours on a Sunday evening to just hang out and just be there.
Or even get out on that dance floor for that one 5-minute song.
Oh, dude, I threw down for a good hour and a half.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, even
1 or 2 songs would mean a lot to a woman whose husband would never
so
dance.
Instead of doing the normal James, oh, here goes James. He's probably going to fucking stand over there and just bullshit instead of dance.
Would you throw down at something like that?
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have my own insecurities that I deal with, but sometimes, fuck it. I mean, fuck it. I've got a wife that loves me. You know what I mean? That's the number one deal, and so I pretty much can do no wrong, looking like an idiot or whatever. So get out there, get uncomfortable, but have fun, make memories.
Exactly. What's funny to me is, like, whenever I go play a show with my band, if I'm up there acting like a fool on stage, like running around, like, dancing, just like way more extreme than any dance moves I'd throw down on a dance floor at a party or something like that. Like, people look at it and they're like, man, that was so fun. That was awesome. Like, you guys rock. Like, the energy is great. Like, hell yeah. Like people love it. But then whenever you go to a dance floor like that, it's like, dude, nah, man, that's fucking lame.
Yeah.
It's like the only difference is you are not sitting here, you're watching me. You're like, you didn't come to be entertained by me dancing or throwing around or like looking like a fool. But the screen froze up again.
Oh, no. Yo, Adrian.
Dude, these YouTube freeze-ups are gonna be great.
Why is it just yours?
I don't know. Yours looks great though.
Goddamn right.
But no, man, it's cool stuff. Like, I just that's probably the most important thing I could suggest to anybody for the holiday season, man, is just find that time. It's like old George Bailey, right? It's a Wonderful Life. He's businessman. He's so all this stuff going on in his life, and then it is like he's about to kill himself. He's got so much going on, so much stress, and then by the end of it, he realizes, like, man, I just need to be a better family man.
Yeah, I heard somebody the other day talking about, which I can relate. They were talking about how when they were younger, I think it was in their comedic career, it might have been, that it was always about them, and if their comedy friends wanted to always go do something, it always had to be on his terms, and it was always, instead of looking at it the other way and putting other people first, instead of always being selfish.
Yeah, dude, and that's the thing that I kind of noticed too, is like that I literally thought about yesterday, was our lives are 80% centered around me. Like my wife's got a badass job. She's a killer. She does her own stuff. She makes money. She is integral to our side businesses. But either way, it's usually like me saying, this is my goals. Like, this is what I want to do. And that's what it's about. And she has catered a lot to my goals. She's moved to small town Oklahoma to pursue this stuff with me. She's gone through a lot of shit for me, man. So if that's what she wants, is to dance on the dance floor for, an hour, once a year, twice a year, fuck it, dude. Like let's do that. I want that. Like, if that's going to make you happy, you cater to my shit all the time. I'll swallow my pride a little bit and dance with you.
Smart move. But I need to, like, literally when we get done recording here, I'm going to practice what we're talking about right now and go home and do the same thing. Instead of, I got to do this, I got to fucking do it. I'm going to literally set apart time to spend time with the little ones and all that shit.
And I think that gets so often forgotten about on Christmas, man. Like, she's not my biological grandma. She's actually one of my best friend's grandmas, but we used to do Christmas at their house and stuff like that when everybody lived in town. But there's people like that. I would just watch her get so stressed out. She'd just be she could never relax on Christmas, right? She's always too busy cooking for everybody, making sure the house was clean. But it's like, in all reality, everybody wants you to just sit down, have a cup of coffee with us, just, hey, take the load off for 1 minute. Like it's okay. Like, we want you here present, not worried about all this stuff. In fact, there's a great parable about this. There's a story about, I'm going to get the names wrong, but Jesus goes into this woman's house, Mary and
Mike.
What was a woman though?
Michelle.
Michaela. Yeah. It's always Mike. So Mary and Mike.
Mary and Michaela, since it was a female.
Mary and Michaela. God, why does it slip my name? My wife and I were just talking about this. Well, anyways, Jesus goes into this lady's house and they're talking about all this. Jesus is in the room, and there's one girl who's like in there with Jesus, like listening to him, talking to him, like kind of just stuff. Well, there's another woman like back, like she's trying to prepare the meal and she's cleaning the house. She's like, oh my gosh, Jesus is here. Oh, all this stuff. And then finally she comes in, like the other girl's not helping, Mary or whoever, the one talking to Jesus. Well, Mike comes out and she's like, hey, tell this girl to like, start doing something, start helping me. And Jesus is like, yo, why? He's like, chill the hell out, basically. Like, why don't you come in here and you just hang out? Like, we're good. We don't need all the extra stuff. Like I'm here. I'm the savior of the universe. Come in here and just like be present with me. And that's what your folks want on Christmas Day, and so many people, it's like, I got to hang the lights and I got to go run to the store. I got to do all, and it's just like, dude, just come sit down with us.
Yep. I've got the exhausting ones that I know that, fuck, man, just chill the fuck out. I understand the traditional fucking spreads for Thanksgiving and Christmas, but damn, just maybe some queso dip, some little smokies, some chips, and little finger food. But fuck, let's just hang out, man. You're making me nervous and shit.
Well, dude, and I'm not even talking about that necessarily either. I mean, like, your blue collar guys, like, especially if you're at a crowded family Christmas. Now, I don't do those. I mean, I've got my immediate family and I've got my in-laws, and that's all my family that I have. I don't have, 20 cousins and 18 aunts and uncles. It's myself and my parents and my brother. So, and obviously my wife and then her parents, but we don't do Christmas together because we live apart. But like, dude, I'm terrible about being on a laptop, sitting in a room, everybody's just hanging out, watching TV and stuff. But it's like, even though there's nothing going on, my wife will get mad at me sometimes because I'm just in there just hanging out. I'm doing dirty and driven stuff. I'm making, social media posts. I'm working on the podcast. I'm working on some of our real estate stuff. Like I'm just hanging out. I mean, I hate sitting idle and just like, I hate watching TV. I hate just sitting in a room. If people start talking about fucking politics or Medicare or some stupid stuff like that, I don't like to be a part of that stuff. But it's like, it's the same thing though. Like if I just totally disconnect right there and I bury my face in technology, in my phone or in my laptop or hell, even a book because I'm a nerd. If I bury myself in that, then it's like, dude, just hang out. Same thing.
That's the deal, man. If your family enjoys sitting, dude, there's nothing better than the Cowboys Eagles, on a Sunday, sitting around just hanging out watching a football game. Whether if you really want to do it or not, man, at least you're present.
Yeah.
Be present.
Be present.
Presence. See?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's exactly how it is, man. So, I mean, this Christmas season, just keep that in mind. Like, especially Christmas, New Year's, all that. Like, if you're the person, like, I get it, man. And most blue collar people in the industry, they're goers. I mean, it's like whenever you're used to go, and especially a stressful job like we have, like, I know a lot of guys that they hate holidays. And it's not even that they hate holidays because they dislike the holidays, they're alone or anything like that. It's just they like to work. Literally, I had a contractor call me last year, the day after Christmas. I was like, because I think it was whenever we went back to work, and he's like, hey, man, we're starting this job today, blah, blah, blah. I was like, damn, dude, you're not taking any time off. And he goes, dude, he's like, I hate Christmas because I love to work, man. Nothing makes me happier than sitting in a dozer all day. And I'm like, that's cool. I mean, but I guarantee, like, Christmas Day, he's just fucking antsy, he's just ready to, go do something. But that's why I like to take a week off every now and then, because 1-2 days, I'm like, ooh, but after like 3-4 days, I can finally, like, all right. I can finally, like, just chill and be all right with it.
Yeah, find your time to chill. But also, holidays can be super stressful, especially money-wise, which I can relate. I mean, with inflation, with the way prices have gone up, and
my wife and I have spent more money this month than I have ever seen, I believe.
Time, whether I live beyond my means, I'll admit it, but so I've got my own stresses that I deal with, especially Christmas, grandkids. We spoil the shit out of them. I mean, it's not like back when I was young, you'd have that you'd have like the bike, the Huffy bike or whatever it was. That'd be the big present. Then
That's a nice bike. Is that a Huffy?
But then you might get some underwear and some small shit, but literally it might be $200 total worth of gifts. You'd have the one big present, a bunch of small fillers. But nowadays, man, we happily do. We spoil the shit out of our grandkids and stuff. Well, we just had our little man's birthday, Thanksgiving, everybody came over, food. So there's a ton of money. Then you got this money. Then you need to get presents under the tree. Then all that shit adds up. Fucking end of the year, fucking mortgage, this, that, fuck, stress. I need to take off to spend time with the family. But dude, I still need to make some money because and I know I'm just one person, but I think there's a lot of us out there, especially probably blue collar wise, that are going through the same type of stresses as you want to be present, right? But it's tough when you have that little, not cloud, but that little thing, that little stress hanging over you. Like, dude, it's cool, but man, I got to fucking work. I got to generate some money because we spent, like you said, we spent more money this month or last month or this last year than we have in a long time.
Yeah, dude, it's tough, man. I mean, and that's something too that I've talked about with a lot of our listeners. And we'll end on a happy note, obviously, but I mean, there's a lot of guys that listen to this that are single dads, and they work hard, man, and they're good dudes. But it's like, this is a hard time of year because they want to spoil their kid. They want their kid to have a great Christmas, and they want the best for them. But it's tough for them to do all the stuff and spend time with their kids and give them the Christmas they want. It's a hard time of year for people like that.
Yeah, and unless if you're super frugal or have great money management, like I've told you before, and it's a detriment. It's my own doing, but I'll fucking figure it out. Realistically can't afford it, but fuck it. Let's get it. I'll figure it out later. And that's kind of my mentality. It seems to work. Now, do I have money in the bank that's compounding and growing because of, because of the moves that I've made? I have a lot less money because I say, fuck it, dude. I'll figure it out. But I'm still here today and still kicking ass. So,
well, and I mean, you're making millions as a podcast co-host.
Fucking rolling in it.
Yeah, dude. No, dude. I think that the biggest thing that we all have to remember, though, and again, I'm preaching it myself here, but love is spelled Time, especially to a child. Like, the more time you can spend, the better. They don't give a shit if, like, you give them the best Christmas present ever. You get them a Huffy bike or whatever, but they want their dad or their mom there to teach them how to ride that Huffy bike. They don't just want to get the Huffy bike and then be like, oh, cool. It's like, well, can you show me how to ride the Huffy bike? Oh, sorry, man. I got to go work. I got to pay for that bike. It's like the kid would rather have you there than the fucking bike.
Yep. I'm guilty of it.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Aren't we all? You know, that was something my little brother, you know, he's called me out for a couple of times. He was going through a rough patch here recently, and my mom, you know, was kind of saying that, you know, and this is where I really had to audit myself. You know, he's 15, so he doesn't always fully understand stuff, but, you know, it's like, but he's a sharp kid too. But you know, my mom was like, well, maybe you can talk to James about this, this, or that. He goes, James doesn't have any fucking time to talk about this stuff. And I was like, damn, dude, like I hate the fact that he's going through something and like I'm not like I've blown him off so much. Now it's like it's time to be there for him. And he's like, he doesn't want to talk to me because I haven't been there for him when times are good.
Yeah, or burden you with it. So right there, you can practice what we've been preaching.
Yeah.
Let him know that, hey, man, I know I've been busy recently and I haven't, you know, supposedly been there for you, dude. I just want to let you know I'm always here. Do the same type of deal. Because he's audibly saying that, right? It's not like he's just keeping it in. He said it out loud.
Yeah. No, and that's something that I've been working on. And so like that's why we've actually like I've started bringing him to the gym with me in the mornings. I've started going to the gym earlier, and he started getting up earlier so he can go with me, so we can, you know, just have that time in the morning, an hour where we're working out and he's learning how to work out with me and stuff like that. And then we're doing that, and it's great. And it's great for him. He needs that. He needs that kick in the ass, but it's been time together. And like, I can tell you, we've only done it a couple weeks. And then this last week I was sick. And so I was sleeping in a little more so I could make it through the rest of my day. Cause I couldn't take off because I had too much shit going on. And he was like actually upset that we couldn't he's not a morning guy. If you let him sleep without an alarm, he'll sleep till 10 or 11 o'clock. Right. You know, again, he's 15, almost 16 years old. That's what kids want to do at that age. But he does not like getting up at 4:30 in the morning to go to the gym at all. And he's not a gym head. He's never been a kid to work out. He doesn't play sports. He plays music. And so, but like this week I was like, hey, yeah, I'm not going to go. I need to sleep so I can get through the rest of my day. And he was like actually upset. He told me, he's like, oh, dang, like I'm actually bummed about that. It's like, nice. So this is working. Even if that's when I have to spend time with him, is it 4:30 in the morning? So be it. And it means the world to him.
That's good time. Even not my dude. That's what, an hour or two a day.
Yeah, about an hour a day. We meet at 5:15, and he usually leaves at like 6:15.
Perfect.
Yeah,
that's probably an hour more than you probably would have gotten.
Yeah,
probably ever. That's awesome.
Yeah. Normally I maybe spend an hour a week with him, but it's like with my whole family, you know, my parents and everything. We eat dinner every Sunday night. I rarely am getting just one-on-one time with it. Dude, I'm getting so fucking tired of this camera. Look at that frozen image there.
Look at that one.
Dirt. Yeah.
Glamour
if
shots.
You're not watching on YouTube today, you're missing out on some glamour shots. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, dude, so these holidays, man, just prioritize that time. It's so important. So anyways, man, let's talk about something a little more, you know, cheery. I mean, and that's real stuff people go through. So I like that we brought a lot of that stuff up. You kind of said what you're doing. You said you had some good Christmas stories, and I want to hear. I want to hear like you seem to go above and beyond for your kids or grandkids or something like that. So let's hear some of these stories that you're talking about.
It's all about having fun, man. So our grandkids are still at that cool age. One just turned 10, and our twin granddaughters are 5 or 6. I'm an asshole because I don't know their age, but still the whole
what's my age again?
The whole Santa Claus and elves and stuff. And like one thing that we did a few years back, and we still kind of do it every year, which we'll probably do it. We probably did it today, since today's Christmas. What we'll do is we'll dress up in a Santa Claus outfit, and we'll get somebody else to dress up like the elf or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then while the kids are inside getting ready on Christmas Eve, we'll have one of us in the Santa Claus outfit or the elf outfit, and then we'll be outside. We'll be just to where the porch light can hit us. And then my wife will do the old, "Hey, what's that noise outside, kids? I don't know. Did you hear that?" And she'll go and she'll flip on the porch light just enough to shine us with like we're just dropping off the toys and stuff, and we'll act spooked, and then we'll run off into the field or something far away from where they can see, and we'll get them all pumped up. Another trick that we do is we've got security cameras, like doorbell cameras and stuff, to where we'll make sure that Santa is seen on the camera or just out of camera view doing certain types of stuff. And we'll even have proof that, dude, check this out. Dude, we got him on security cameras too. And it's just a cool little way to get them all pumped up. And of course, my wife is big into the, what the fuck are they called? The little elves.
The elf on the shelf?
Yeah, the elf on the shelf.
Dude, I think next year you need to go with they make one that's Snoop Dogg and it's Snoop on a stoop.
Yeah, our son has that one. He has a Snoop on a stoop. And last night we were FaceTiming with this and he showed it to me, which Snoop on a stoop is great. And we're going to do one. We talked about last night when I was talking with my son. We're going to do one with my dad, RIP. But we're going to have my dad just like this right here. See? My dad. We're going to make one and his nickname is Bigfoot. We're going to do something, like Bigfoot on a And so we're going to have we're going to make like our own little stuffed character with a guy with overalls and shit. Just that looks like my old man. And then next year we're going to do the old Bigfoot on a whatever that's going to be. And he's going to, every night he's going to move somewhere else and he's going to have majestic powers just like these elves on the shelves do. But it's going to be my old man kind of spending time with us.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. That's a neat tradition right there.
Dude, I doubt if anybody is friends or whatever, social media with my wife, but every day, man, her elf on the shelves. We got two of them. One of them's a Candy Cane. That's the girl elf. And I can't remember what the boy elf is, but
Buddy.
Dude, huh?
Is it Buddy?
No, it's not Buddy, but our kids named him. But anyway, man, all the stuff that she does, I mean, it's literally a minimum of 5 minutes at least decorating the elves on the shelves.
Yeah, dude, it's I like the one of where you shit in the toilet and they were fishing in it.
Yeah, so it was Coco. The idea was they were fishing. They had like little fishing lines, and inside of the toilet she put a bunch of cocoa in there with marshmallows and shit. And the elves were sitting there like they were fishing inside the toilet.
Nasty.
And it had a sign that said, "Want some cocoa?" But of course the kids are like, "Fuck no, I don't, that's gross. The toilet."
Did you like the one that I sent you this morning?
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
The drinking one.
Yeah, it was. I'll show it to the camera here. I got it pulled up. The caption is how Fireball is really made. And it's a picture of one of those elves on the shelf peeing into a Fireball bottle. Pretty good. If anybody needs ideas,
dude, is your deal frozen again?
Oh yeah. I don't know what's up with it. Network's bad.
Well, I guess it's all about me going out then. Dude, you talking about the most basic, simple invention that there is elf on a shelf, man. Yeah. James said, yeah. Dude, just a basic little cartoon character. Get a little book to go with it to tell you the story behind the elf on the shelf. And they've been riding that thing for who knows how long now.
What do you think it cost them to make that? A dime? I mean, per fucking thing,
well,
and they're selling it for...
Yeah, the box, the book, all that. I'm not a manufacturer person, but I would think they probably got it down to $1, $1.50, $2 at most. And I don't know what they sell it for, $20 or $30.
Dude, okay, so I love holiday traditions like that, right? Like, I think it's fun, like, especially when they're cool. And the Santa stuff, all that. Like, it's fun, right? I mean, kids love it. Like, I loved it as a kid. I didn't get to do Elf on a Shelf. I don't know that it was very popular back then. At least we didn't know about it. But it's I hate the commercialization of holidays, too, because it becomes where the holiday's all about that instead of what we were talking about a minute ago, being there. So it's like everybody's trying to make some on it.
Yeah.
But
where there's an opportunity to make money, someone's going to find it.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah.
Our little granddaughter last night, she was doing a question and answer with us, and she goes, "No, if you do that, then you're bad, and you're going to get lump in your stocking. You don't want lump in your stocking, do you, Papa? Or not lump. You don't want coal in your stocking, do you?"
He should have been like, I already got a lump in my stocking.
Yeah,
but that's for your
what are you
mother,
talking about? The son of a hey now. No, but she was talking about you don't want coal in your stocking, do you? And I was like, as a matter of fact, coal would probably be pretty good because you can heat stuff with coal. You can manufacture electricity with coal. You can do a lot of stuff with coal.
I told my brother this one year because it was the whole Buddy the Elf thing, and I said, I'm gonna get you some coal for Christmas, and he's like, I don't want coal. It was like he was being bad or something, and he was probably like 5 and I was like 15 or no, because I was old enough to be working in the construction industry at that point. So he was probably like 10 and I was like 20. And he's like, oh no, I don't want coal. I don't want, I'm good. I'm being good. I promise. And I was like, man, I said, actually, if I were you, I'd keep being bad. I said, the price of energy right now, coal is actually worth a lot. You can burn it for heat or fuel. And then once it's done, you get fly ash. Fly ash is in huge demand right now with concrete plants and soil stabilization guys. I said, you can take that coal, sell it, burn it for energy, then sell the fly ash after you've burnt it. And dude, you're set, man. That's worth more than any Christmas gift you can get. And, so I was really trying to sell it to him thick. And I actually wanted to get him a little jar of fly ash just to screw with him. But he's like, but I need like a whole truckload to make any money on it. He's like, one little lump of coal isn't going to do me very much. I was like, dang it, you're too smart.
I wonder if the demand for coal goes up every Christmas.
Yeah, like how much is Santa buying?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And then you could get a kind of a pulse on the world on, if there's a bunch of little assholes out there, because you can look at the demand for coal. If the coal goes up, for Santa buying a bunch of coal, then that kids are being assholes.
Yeah, dude, that's a good point. And I mean, especially in today's day and age, I mean, a lot of kids suck, dude, and they're not good kids. So I think that I bet coal goes up. Even so what do we do once the whole world goes quote unquote totally EV electric, no coal, and coal's a thing of the past, as they say it's going to be. Then what do kids get? Like lithium?
No shit. Or cobalt.
Cobalt.
Yeah. Yeah, rare earth minerals.
Yeah. Instead of coal, you're gonna just start getting lithium in your fucking stocking.
Iridium.
Yeah, dude. That's what's coming.
Is that it?
I don't know.
Where do you go from here?
I don't know. I don't know, man. We had that awkward pause.
Shit.
I guess we'd start wrapping this thing up. So we still got another hour left with our wrap up.
Now we got to get this thing done. I got shit to do.
I know. Oh, yeah. Before we wrap up here, though, I do just want to say something super quick. Like we talked about, like, being present with your family and all that. And, I'm not going to deep dive, totally go full preacher mode on you guys. But I do just want to say, man, the reason for this holiday is not about commercialism. It's not about gifts. It's not about entirely about, spend time with your family. You should do all that. But I also just want to say the reason this holiday exists, in my beliefs, and I believe this to be fact, in my opinion, this is a fact, is that the reason for this holiday season, man, is because of the man who was brought to earth to die for guys like us, because we're screwed up individuals, man. And I just want to say, Christmas is about Jesus coming to this earth. And whether or not you believe, or whether maybe you do believe, but you don't really practice, man, at the very least, just have that on your mind, thinking about it, pray about it. Just thank him for everything that you got in your life, and count your blessings, count your gratitudes, and thank God for it. I know that me personally, my faith is a very integral part of my life. I don't talk about it a lot because I don't ever want to be a guy that force feeds this stuff to our listeners and things like that. But it is very important to me, so I have to say that, and I have to share it. And you know what? If you don't know or you don't have a relationship, man, shoot us a DM at Dirty and Driven. I'm more than happy to speak to anybody about, their faith, about what it means, anything like that. I can tell you it's life's a hard walk, man, but having that higher power, having that support system from a divine energy such as God, Jesus Christ is awesome. So keep that in mind this Christmas season. And yeah. You got anything to add on that, Casey?
No, it's all about presents.
That's presents, PRES.
Google it. See, now you're gonna have to.
ENCE.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Not PRES.
It's both. It's both.
Yeah.
I think the presents that you literally unwrap and enjoy the gifts from others, that's cool. But the honestly, the good gift is being present, having your presence around people. Yeah. I think that's my main takeaway on this outro is my whole deal this time of year is it really brings home, at least to me, the value of relationships.
I totally agree.
Family and friends. I mean, it really is. I mean, you can get busy throughout the whole year. Yeah, I'm too busy for all this shit. But Thanksgiving and especially Christmas holidays is still it's a typical time that we all get together and, and I'm literally, I am going to
consciously.
Yeah. Damn it. When you don't use words for a long, you know what I mean? I probably haven't used that word in 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I mean? I know it.
I think you try to use it like every podcast.
But I was going to say consciently. How do you say it?
Conscientiously?
Yes, that one. See, I haven't used that one in forever, right? But I'm going to do that word whenever I leave here. I'm going to practice that for the rest of this Christmas vacation. Because today is Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Even though today is what's today's date? The 18th when we're recording. I mean, what'd you do for Christmas? Well, I fucking haven't done it yet.
It was the week before Christmas and all through the podcast.
You know what? You know what kind of mind fuck that is? Trying to speak like you just celebrated Christmas because this is coming out Christmas Day. And so what'd you do for Christmas, Kate? Well, we haven't fucking done it yet, dude.
Yeah, we're sitting here like, oh yeah, dude. Well, I wasn't trying to act like.
Yeah, but you're asking me
what your plans were.
Well, we haven't done it yet.
You're the one trying to speak like it's today.
Well, you said Merry Christmas, everybody. Like today was Christmas.
I can't say Merry Christmas 3 days, 4 days. How many? 18, 19, 20.
That's why we need
7 days before.
That's why we need to release these things as soon as we do them. That way it's present tense.
Well, we typically do.
That way we say, man, can you believe that Colby Covington got his ass whooped last night in the UFC, title fight?
I mean, we do, but extenuating circumstances, we have to pre-record some stuff.
And man,
sometimes.
what did y'all think about Sean Strickland jumping old DDP in the crowd and busting his ass? What'd y'all think about that? Did you see any of that last night at the UFC?
No.
What'd you think about Donald Trump coming out there in Vegas too to watch another UFC fight?
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. If we release these present tense when we record, then they'd be in a timely manner. But if we're fucking
dude, some podcasts record like 8-10 weeks in advance. There's one that I was talking to the other day, and they were like, "Yeah, man, right now I've got enough episodes to get me through like March." I'm like, "Damn!" I was like, "We're gonna record today and release it tomorrow." You know what I mean? But I like that. I like doing it.
Good for them, but that's when you come out and they're talking about, the new Nintendo that came out, fucking Nintendo was released in 86, but you didn't release the podcast till 2024.
Yeah.
Man, exactly I just got this new Nintendo today and they recorded it in 1986, but they're so busy they don't release it till 2024. You need to release it in a timely manner.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I like that we do. I like the way we do it. That's why we do it this way. Because it's our show, man. Some people want to record 10 of them at a time, and some people, they want to do it, one a week. I like doing it the way we do it. That's why I think
the Jockos and the Joe Rogans need to take a page from us and literally release it real time that same day.
I feel like Joe Rogan does. Like I feel like they like.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
Because some weeks he'll release like there's times where he'll release 4 or 5 in a week, and then there's times where it's like maybe like one every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's at least 3 to 4 days.
A couple days isn't bad though. We usually do 2 to 3 days. But I'm talking
about releasing same day, real time.
Oh,
and
what I'm saying
is the hugest podcasts in the world could learn something from us if we start releasing ours every day.
Yeah.
They're going to see how our numbers go from 5s to 10s. I mean, just bam.
The growth is Joe Rogan, the number 1 in the world.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, are you paying attention?
Damn, what's going on with this fucking who is Dirty and Driven, man? What the fuck are they doing? They're releasing it the same day. Damn.
I mean, that'd be dope, but that ain't how we do it right now. We usually do Saturday or Sunday, and it's released on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But this is different because I'm gonna be gone for a week, so we gotta cram a couple in.
Cram it in, baby.
Well, hey man, y'all be sure to follow us on social media at Dirty and Driven. We have a giveaway going on right now. We partnered up with our girl Rosemary, the Only Women Entrepreneur podcast. Man, she's awesome. I mean, it's not just women on her show. Just got to give a big shout out to her. It's a really great show, man. They're talking about some real life issues. She's talking to big name people too. I mean, she's talking to the fucking Prime Minister of Education in Canada saying, hey, how come we're not doing, trades, shop classes in schools? Why are we not doing that stuff? Like, it's really, really awesome guests and content and very smart woman, very, very great lady. We'll definitely have her back on the show again just because she's really awesome. And but we do have a partnership giveaway going on with her right now. So get you a free Dirty and Driven shirt by entering into that giveaway. You can see it on our Instagram page. It's going to be good through January 2nd. That's whenever we're going to do the drawing. So check it out. If you want a free sticker, you can still get a free sticker if you just DM us the word sticker. I'll send you one anywhere in the world. I don't care, with a handwritten thank you note. I am pretty far behind on those. So if you're like, dude, I haven't got my sticker yet, I have you on a list. I'm like Santa. I've got a list. I've checked it 10 times, but it's just, I do it right. I send you a nice long letter. It's not just thanks for listening. I mean, it's the real deal. So sometimes they take a little bit longer, but they're free. But I will say, if you buy one or you leave a tip in the tip jar, that puts you at the top of the list, and you will get one within a day or two. So that's always a bigger incentive, is whenever it involves a little bit of money. But yeah, if you put a tip in the tip jar too, you can find that in the show notes. It helps us grow the show. It helps us get better equipment, helps us put out better production, and it's just helping us help the blue collar industry. I mean, we have the podcast, but there's a lot of shit we do outside of the podcast too to help the industry. And we're working with some awesome people that I'm really excited to hopefully unveil some things in the next few months. We got a lot of cool projects coming up. It's just a lot of growth happening behind the scenes that not everybody's necessarily seeing. But yeah, man, just remember, don't get caught up in the family drama this season. Don't get caught up in the stresses of the holidays. Man, when it comes down to the wire, just enjoy your time, man. Be present. You got any special sauce to add on that?
Yeah, just same with the podcast, man. It's a show, so we not only want to be showers, but the more you let people know about our podcast, we're going to be growers too. So
yeah, and we are growing, man. That's what's awesome. I'm very appreciative of everybody's support of not just like the show, but also us, man. Like as individuals, like, man, sometimes I wish the podcast would grow faster, but then also what I love about our, like, it's just steady growth, dude. We're building, I bet we have one of the coolest host listener relationships of any podcast out there. Like these guys that hit us up, like, you guys are not just listeners. You're our friends, man. And we've made a lot of friends throughout the show. So I'm very appreciative of all of you who listen, hit us up.
Yeah, if y'all want to hit me up, KCD369. And I think I don't know if you caught that or not, but we're going to break the myth that you can't be either one. You can't be a shower or a grower. We're going to be both showers and growers. We're going to be that one packaged unit that can be both a shower and a grower.
Yes. And white.
And white at that, yes. I'm kind of dark. I still got some of my darkness left.
There you go. Oh, okay. Also, you're always showing your goofy shirts on camera. I guess I better show mine, but I got the old Merry Christmas Shitters Fool, Cousin Eddie. Check that out. That's my ugly Christmas sweater. I will be wearing that to a job site this week. Multiple job sites, probably. I always enjoy wearing it out to work.
Is that an FR?
No, I don't. You don't have to wear FRs laying asphalt.
Stuff gets hot, man. Fuck, I didn't know.
It gets hot. It didn't catch on fire.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what the flash point was for 100% cotton.
I don't know. Probably not very high.
And how hot is that asphalt that comes out?
I mean, it's 300, but I'm not rolling in it.
Yeah, but you wearing your little penny loafers once you get out of your air-conditioned truck and you walk over there, if you accidentally trip and fall beside the asphalt.
One, don't wear penny loafers. Two, it's probably going to be too cold to lay asphalt this week anyways.
I wish I had a mic on them workers whenever you pull up in your pretty truck. Fuck, here's James.
Oh, me too, dude. No, I don't think they do that with me. There's some people that it's like, look, dude, I'm a real guy. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that there's times where you're standing around because you're waiting on trucks or whatever. Like, there's some people when they pull up, all of a sudden everybody's like it's like roaches, dude. They just like scatter. They're like, all of a sudden, it's like, why are you shoveling the guardrail?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the safety guy's here. The boss is here.
Yeah. No, like with me, it's like, it's just James. Like, we're cool, man. Like, I mean, and believe me, I know who the lazy ones are. But, I mean, there's not many of them, and they're not lazy all the time.
Do you do that trick like during the summertime? It's super hot out and you roll up and you make them come up to your window and you barely crack the window and you blast your AC and you make, fuck, it's fucking hot out there, man. What?
Yeah, it's like they're trying to talk to you like, hey man, what do we need to do? What? Hey, I can't hear you, man. The AC's too loud. I can't. Yeah. My window won't go down more than 2 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Y'all have been amazing. As always, I say y'all have been amazing as if like we've had some crowd interaction or something. But nah, man, we appreciate all of you tuning in. We appreciate you spending your Christmas with us, or if you're listening to this on your way home from Christmas, or a couple weeks later, even a couple years later, even. Thank you. Seriously, we talked a couple weeks ago about this just being a time of the year for gratitude, and I could not express more gratitude than I have for those who support us. And not even because like I care about the numbers of our show or I care about, all that shit. I mean, that's cool, right? But I just appreciate all the people out there who are willing to make the trades a better place, man, to make the trades more sustainable, fun for new people, and willing to take people under their wing and teach them how to do it. And I'm very appreciative. I feel like just from the community that we have and the community that other podcasts and other businesses have, like I truly feel like there's a real change and momentum swing in the trades coming. And I'm glad that we can be a part of that. And I'm glad that you guys are supporting us so that we can all collectively make this a better industry.
Word,
man. Well, with that being said, guys, I know it's Christmas, but don't forget to run off that pie, man. Do something hard today.
By God.